Di's pain. The heartbreaking moment Princess Diana discovered Prince Charles' affair thanks to a bracelet. Speaking to royal biographer Andrew Morton in 1997, Diana reveals she made the painful discovery just weeks before her wedding. This is the heartbreaking way Princess Diana first discovered Charles was having an affair with Camilla Parker Bowles. Harry and William's late mother told royal biographer Andrew Morton she missed several warning signs early on in the doomed relationship. But one devastating discovery, made just weeks before the wedding, showed Camilla still held a special place in Charles' heart, and it's something straight out of Love Actually. Diana told her biographer she discovered a parcel in the office of one of Charles' employees, and opened it to discover a bracelet. It was engraved with the letters G and F, which stood for Gladys and Fred, Camilla and Charles' nicknames for each other. Speaking in 1997, Diana said of the discovery made 16 years earlier, "I was still too immature to understand all the messages coming my way. And then someone in his office told me that my husband has had a bracelet made for her. I walked into this man's office one day and I said, 'Ooh, what's in that parcel?' And he said, 'Oh, you shouldn't look at that.' So I opened it and there was the bracelet. I was devastated, and I said, well, he's going to give it to her tonight." So rage, rage, rage. You know, why can't you be honest with me? But no. Absolutely cut me dead. It was as if he'd made his decision, and if it wasn't going to work, it wasn't going to work. Charles and Camilla dated for around a year after meeting in 1971, but cut it off when the prince joined the Royal Navy. Camilla married Andrew Parker Bowles in 1973, with the couple divorcing in 1995. A year before Charles and Diana's split. The Duke and Duchess of Cornwall wed with a civil ceremony at Windsor Castle in February 2005. Camilla reportedly wore the G and F bracelet for years, throughout Charles and Diana's marriage. In more royal news, this is the bizarre reason Prince Charles always looked taller than Princess Diana in pictures, even though they were the same height. While the Queen has revealed the most ghastly day of her life, and it's heartbreaking. In a shocking unearthed interview, Princess Diana spoke candidly about the moment she realized Prince Charles was having an affair. Before Harry and Meghan and William and Kate, there was the grand royal wedding of Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer. The pair officially tied the knot on July 29, 1981 at St. Paul's Cathedral, and the world watched the fairy tale ceremony in awe. However, it turns out the wedding almost didn't happen at all. And there's a heartbreaking reason why. Speaking in a shocking interview before her death, Princess Diana revealed that she almost called her wedding off just a few months before the big day. In a series of archive recordings released by the National Geographic to mark the anniversary of her death on August 31, 1997, Diana speaks candidly about her rocky relationship with Charles. One interview sees her reveal the moment she knew her fiancé was having an affair with Camilla Parker Bowles. She says the most awful thing happened before Charles embarked on a 5-week tour in March 1981. Diana is famously seen to have wept as Charles got on the plane, with many mistaking her tears for sadness due to his departure. However, according to the princess, this couldn't have been further from the truth. She explained, "You may recall seeing a picture of me sobbing in a red coat when he went off on his airplane. That had nothing to do with him going. The most awful thing had happened before he went. I was in his study talking to him about his trip. The telephone rang. It was Camilla. Just before he was going for 5 weeks. So I thought, shall I be nice or shall I just sit here? So I thought I'd be nice. So I left them to it and it just broke my heart." Diana also spoke about the devastating time she discovered Charles had commissioned a special gift for Camilla. "I was still too immature to understand all the messages coming my way. And then someone in his office told me that my husband has had a bracelet made for her. I walked into this man's office one day and I said, 'Ooh, what's in that parcel?' And he said, 'Oh, you shouldn't look at that.' So I opened it and there was the bracelet. I was devastated, and I said, well, he's going to give it to her tonight." So rage, rage, rage. You know, why can't you be honest with me? But no. Absolutely cut me dead. It was as if he'd made his decision, and if it wasn't going to work, it wasn't going to work. He'd found the virgin, the sacrificial lamb, and in a way he was obsessed with me, but it was hot and cold, hot and cold. You never knew what mood it was going to be, up and down, up and down. These heartbreaking moments made her want to call the whole thing off completely, and she admits she almost did just that. "I went upstairs, had lunch with my sisters who were there, and I said I can't marry him, I can't do this, this is absolutely unbelievable," she said. And they were wonderful and said, "Well, bad luck, Dutch, your face is on the tea towel. So you are too late to chicken out." Ultimately she did go through with it, but the couple split up a few years later in 1996, after the Queen sent letters to the pair advising them to get divorced. The divorce was finalized on August 28, 1996.